Hello everyone and welcome to the new video. Today I wanna raid a Goonzu or Luminary or however everyone calls it right now, and this time we have a fan server from Tyrion. Let me show you quickly who he is. And Tyrion is a Brazilian dude who works as a prison guard, works just in prison. As he said, I'm working prison, and he made this server exist alongside programmer Bomber, who he parted ways with. No idea why, but we have a wall of shame, so I guess we can guess why he parted ways with Bomber. So, with that said, let's go to the actual parts of the game now that I introduced everything. In this fan server, we have normal Goonzu mechanics, which is buying bullets, buying food. However, there is also new mechanics like buying magazines, quiver of arrows, bigger MP potions, HP potions for your own summons that you can get. Soon will be patented by Nintendo anyways. And binding medicine just in case you overeat yourself from skewers or rice balls. In here, I just used autocloser. And autocloser is one of those macros you saw in my other videos where I just click the X button automatically on my button press. And as you can see, this is my normal equipment for this level. And I prefer using macro like this because macro never misses. And I do miss quite often when I panic due to my hypoglycemia. Now let's rate hunting and how accurate and how good it is. For hunting you get weapon EXP and drops. The drops range vary, of course. Let me show you. Horns from raccoons are from 2 to 6. However, if you exceed the level, certain level, you know, then these drops get halved. And to avoid the half the drops, you need to have a good summon and use that summon to slay those raccoons. I currently don't have a summon, so I guess I am screwed for now. And with that said, let me show you how much free raccoons got me 40 marbles each per horn. So 520 marbles is for free raccoon skill. How much I can get for free raccoon skill? I can get 3 weak HP potions or 1.5 average HP potion, or even 1 mana potion, which goes into another mechanic, which is magic. Every magic is kinda poor compared to other games. Other games like Final Fantasy give you Meteor, Mega Flare, Pyraga, Tornado, Inferno. However, you only have Ice Trap, Timebreaker, Cannon, White Vision for guns. I have a gun. Gain, however, gets a little bit more because gain, quick mana are just mana and HP increasing both. Whirlpool, Just hits 3 times, ice trap is same like a gun. Cross flame is very weak area of effect with very small range. Death poison is just a normal poison that was overpowered in Balotha times. Thunderbolt is basically another version of Energy Wind. Energy Wind is another version of Fireball. Each of them have different attacks, and they don't differ in anything. Fireball, Energy Wind, Thunderbolt are one and the same spell. As we can see, there is Oh No Chimera attacking Sambara. Which is basically an event for high-level players, made by Game Master, of course. And that event basically drops an item called Chimera Box. Let me see if it is available here. Yes, it is. That Chimera box later drops. It has... I can't see this ticket here, but however, it drops a Cursed Destiny ticket. That is later enabling you to go into the high-level dungeons like Destiny Tower or Doom Tower. To get to level 8 Doom Tower, for example, you need 3 Cursed Destiny tickets. And yes, I kinda googled that information a bit and played it a little bit more to fact check it. And I must tell you that the gameplay is decent. I read it on the promises that Game Master made. For example, double drops. Except rare items like Mashiro Bag. Those have 1-1. So let me fact check that promise. Here we see double drops, another Mashiro, which is understandable. Mushroom 1-1. This is not doubled. Let's check another monster. Marionettes maybe. Jade is doubled. However, Clay Slate, Strauss, Noble Resin are still vanilla. That we saw in Valotha. So, let me stretch a bit and tell you that although he made the server, I can tell you that some promises are made, some are not made. It is all random, whether he makes the promises true or not. And now, let me show you the funniest thing I ever saw. Literally the funniest thing I had to apologize for. And it is on the wall of shame, you know? Wall of shame. Who know a band toxic player. Read this. Who know a band toxic player. And look what I am apparently toxic for. This thing you do that drives everyone crazy. You're annoying. I'm telling you there's a bug. I never received anything not for me. I didn't experience any bug. I don't know anything about it. Why am I getting penalized by forcing me to change the nickname? No matter what you think, this is a risk. So you know why I wanna make it a little bit fair, you know? Wanna make something to make it fair. I don't have to do justice. I think you don't understand that I own it. Just choose other name. It is passive aggressive already. So I chose entire B movie script as my name. Is it doable? And I'ma tell you that he responded with my penis is quite long. Is that okay? I can put it. Oh, no, no, no. That's too Brazilian for me. So I changed it to something normal, like the blank, which is written by Alt and holding Alt and writing 219 on the keyboard, or numeron 51. And apparently that was just enough for him to ban me. In any case, he has 48 hours to apologize for one thing, a long nickname and choose a new name, and I may unban him, since I explained that the name change is not because I want it, but because of a bug. I agreed to the name change, and he banned me, you know? Unban, he apologized and choose new name. There is 5 congratulations, which is the artisan emoji from those people. I reacted with yes, and let's see with the reactions on here, on thumbs down. Nexer, Hodoken, Lupo, Spoy. Those people were always toxic to me anyways. Alongside this guy, I blocked him for a reason, you know. I have entire list of screenshots on every single part that was toxic to me. Entire list of it. And apparently I am the fault because I defend myself. And the Hund penalty Goonzu is basically the name of the game. So let's go back to the game and rate it. As I said earlier, I played a little bit of it. So I had found several bugs already. Let me show you one of the very first bugs that is easiest to find. Oh, ninja. This is pay to win, by the way. That ninja transformation. Oof. It says Raccoon Lair rank. However, it is the board for the top guilds that were in the Raccoon Lair. Look, this is grass, not even a board. Touch grass. Come on, touch grass. If you think B-movie script is toxic, then you have to touch grass. At least this one doesn't lag as much as Valve servers, so that is better. There is some fisher, you can fish even. Now there is another bug in here. Let me show you, you can see this tiny island below my character in here. There is supposed to be an access point to it. Let me maximize it. It's barely visible on this tiny map, however there is supposed to be a bridge here. There is not a single bridge there. However, there are monsters spawning in inaccessible areas. And you can see that there is no way to get inside there, you know? Not even via teleport. So that's another L. Now let me show you the real bug list that I saw on the Discord. And man, that is a lot of bugs. The known bugs part. You see how much how much there is? Registration for new accounts on the website is currently broken. Changing password doesn't work. Trading mounts doesn't work. Pets require bullets despite no weapons being equipped. Ranged weapons cannot be equipped when you make it wear weapon stones. Raccoon Paradise mobs not spawning. Attempting to click on a horse inserted in a barn. Crash. Team Guardian Spirit cannot be used. Rings cannot be crafted. The game info is empty. Japanese straw shoes and straw shoes show us the same item. This makes a quest requiring actual straw shoes impossible, unclearable. Next is medium severity, which is less hardcore. Not every summon is able to use weapon and armor stones. Rankings on the website are currently broken. Leveling up may show an assertion error, which leads to a crash. Cause I experienced it as well. Spam ignore and the message will go away. Might not work all the time. McCoy's questline cannot be completed because Wallace has been disabled. Game settings are returned to default. Values after logging in. Work around the reapply settings. Game cannot be run on full screen mode. Crafted equipments have an incorrect duration of 1 day. The attendance event does not work currently. Angelet won't sell more than 1,000 at a time. Wolf medal is missing from gaming info, which is low severity. Baphomet image does not show in the info. Progress bar percentage during manufacturing can bug out. The actual time manufacturing is correct. Dracula chamber when entering has a glitched corner. The quest dialogue and quest requirements for Giselle are not matching. Pumpkin Guardian Spirit shows a sting. Raccoon Lair entrance is a double sprite. Mounts only show the stats they give instead of showing 0 on stats that they don't. This makes stats seem misaligned in the mount window. Of course, there are fixed bugs here as well. A little bit of crash fix, magical attack fix. Basically, all the beta bugs got fixed. Well, there are also other bugs that came after the beta. Clicking on any crystal in game info via crystal additive will crash the game. I can test that right now. Well, that is one they fixed, okay. Withdrawing over 23k marbles will display an error about insufficient funds despite having enough. This is fixed as well. Yeah. You can see the entire page of bugs. And thanks to its gear for keeping the bug list updated. Last time updated it was like 5 days ago. Now let's look at news. What Tyrion says. Artisan cookies are removed from the game. Anyone who sells an untradeable item through a pet shop glitch will be subject to a ban. Or we discuss this and leave it free for everyone to do one thing or another. You can see that his job pours into the game. He thinks he is in a job while doing the game. All names that are numbers or contain special characters will be changed. If you have one of these names, please choose a new name. I might react with one letter F. To this. Because this one led to me getting a ban for having fun in the game. This post is from the time when he switched to a server with no lag, but there are some routing and disconnection issues. 50 people maximum, we have more than 300 people online and adults. Basically, we have 50 people and 250 alternate characters. As I shown you earlier. In this case, let me show you those alternate characters one more time. Teleport to Hanyang. And let's go here. Hana Hana, Honchan Nonchan, Ranchan. This is one and same person who made these characters. You know that? So I might just tell you that the game seems decent. However, the community is NG. The community is 0 out of 10. If they think that the P-script movie is improper nickname, then man, what can I tell you? For now, I will also show you that there are towns in here that you can join if you want to and experience the markets and the other stuff, like having a bank, for example. Bank is in every MMORPG, you know. Market is basically anonymous sell for all of those items here. Let me show you how this works. I input price. The commission will be taken from my account. If there is more than a certain commission, because 44 wasn't enough, you see post items in the market and the commission says, and it got deducted. There is also post office to send items around the characters. Some people have it for free, some have it for money. So, I will show you on the end screen the total rating for this game, and I will tell you right now that this game total score is 7 out of 10. Anything more I cannot give due to community and lack of the promise because Tyrion promised a lot and delivered barely anything while refusing help. So, how do I finish with this? It is part of a community rating, so I am rating games separately and the community separately.